this is Alicia from the Knits and Stuff podcast. I'm doing a little mini episode for Stash Flash or Flash or Stash, and it's something that the mustache ladies thought up of. They are using the month of June to show their stash and talk about how they want to improve it or reorganize, etc. So I figured I'd do a little video of my stash, kind of like what Stacy did. And yeah, so what you're looking at right now is my semi-organized drawer of partly used up stash, yarn, and other things. So the first drawer here is mostly notions. By the way, I'm filming this on my iPhone, so I'm not getting very much range, and hopefully it's not too shaky. But yeah, I just have knitting needles, knitting needle containers, and just other notions. I have pom-pom maker. This isn't really stash, but yeah, so that's kind of my notions drawer. And the second one is basically leftovers from projects. Any of the little mini skeins that are left from anything that I've worked on, so some of those might look familiar. So that's it. This is pretty organized so far, right? And this is kind of random. I mean, it's also some leftovers. Like I made a cowl out of this handspun, which is not my handspun, but it's from it was a prize from the Stitch It podcast. So it's some of her handspun, and then and these, like, this is some leftover. Also, I guess this is for the bigger leftovers, and also I have some like crochet thread in here that I kind of forgot about. And yeah, it's kind of some random stuff, some acrylic. See, totally getting less organized now. And then this bottom drawer is kind of works in progress. The UFOs. Area 51 as the Knit More Girls would call it. So those are all the stuff that I need to finish up. So that's that drawer. The bottom section is just like craft stuff, so that's not related. And so moving on to the next one, here's Teddy. You're gonna have to move him over. Oh, and on top of this I have the my little cutting board, blocking board, and one sock, and then some fiber that I tried processing myself. Oh, and this cute little bag that that my friend Garnet made me. It's a nice, like, a long knitting needle project, or straight needles. It's really cute. It's quilted. It's so pretty. Anyway, getting off topic. So this is another area. And in here, I have, this is good because I have this labeled. This is Red Heart, TLC, Boa, Cha-Cha, and Boucle. So this is the stuff that I don't really touch. I actually bought a bunch of Red Heart. Do you use back for, oh, sorry about, this is loud. You get to see some of the mess in this room. But, so I bought a bunch of Red Heart for amigurumi, and mainly to make little Pokemon for Will. So I have a bunch of different colors now of Red Heart, and so this is somewhat organized too. I also, a long time ago in college, I think, I bought a bunch of boucle because I crocheted these scarves, and they were really soft, and so I decided to get a bunch of colors, and now I haven't used it in a really long time. And I think I have those up on my D-stash. But I don't have the Red Heart in my stash on Ravelry, and I think I'm going to keep it that way because, yeah, it's a lot, and it would add, like, way too much. Plus, I don't really use it for any regular projects. I would just use it for toys. So that's that drawer, or basket thing. And then down here, there's 3 green drawers, and that has more stash. So some of this is commercial, like the patent. Some is like, this is, you recognize this. That's relatively new. This is from like a year or 2 ago. I have some socks that rock in here. and some random little pooch yarn. Yeah, and then some like cotton yarn for dishcloths. So that's that first drawer. And then here's another one. This is mostly Thick and Quick, the woolies from Lion Brand. And then there's some Malintosh, and more Malintosh. I didn't do this on purpose, but apparently this is my Malintosh drawer. And then some Sincere Sheep. Those are kind of just thrown in there. And then bottom drawer. So I have some Knit Picks yarn. Oh, this is like the Knit Picks drawer. So I have Knit Picks lace weight yarn, and then, oh sorry, it's kind of dark. This is like that's a little better. Lace weight, and then I have some of their Swish bulky yarn. I have some light fingering weight from Knitted Wit, another one, and I have some Cascade heathers in here. See, just random stuff. I have these little duo skeins from Sock Pixie. Oh, I have this. I don't think I need to put this on my stash page. I'm pretty good about keeping most of my stash on Ravelry, but for some reason I never got this one up. But this is some camel wool. I need to focus it, but I can't. I can't use. Both my hands are holding something. So it's camel wool yarn. I got this at the Washington Zoo, I think, and it goes to the snow leopard conservation, the purchase of it. So hold on, let me see if I can focus it. Let's see. No, can't. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think I don't know. It's probably about like a worsted weight yarn, and it's pretty soft. There's a picture of the camels, and so I think, is it 100% camel? Yeah, it's hand spun, made in Mongolia. Yeah, so I need to put this on my stash, but that's that. So that's that area, and this is all in my our extra. We have an extra room in the place that we're renting, so it's kind of just piled up in here. So this, and then I have a couple of loop bats. I think I showed these on the podcast before. They're just sitting on top here. Same thing with this. Some of the bats from the UK that I bought. I think they're like, I think it's Spin City, UK. Yeah, there's some bats in there. They're just sitting there. And then, oh, I have this giant box of fleece that was processed by Sherry from Morrow Fleece Works. Let's see if I can open this. Oh. So, there's all of the pin drafted roving, and yeah, I have no idea where to put this. I took a bag out, as you can see, and that's sitting in my room to get spun up, hopefully for Turtle Fleece. But yeah, I don't know where to put this. This is huge. But that's that box. And then I also have some fabric stash. Oh, I don't want to tilt that. Sorry. There's also a vacuum cleaner in my sewing machine. So as you can see, my fabric stash isn't nearly as big as my yarn stash. I'm trying to keep it that way. And then moving along to over here. Sorry about the mess. Oh my gosh. We just have too much stuff. Oh, but side note, I also have a Game of Thrones puzzle in here. Isn't that awesome? It's 3D. This is totally unrelated. But isn't that so cool? Okay. Anyway, these bins are other more recent stash. So let's go through and look at them and see what's in here. Oh, this is mostly my hand spun. So a lot of this you've probably seen before. This is my first hand spun. When I got my wheel, it came with some white fleece or white fiber, and that was the first thing I spun up. It's not too bad, or at least on the wheel. First thing I spun up on the wheel, but I have others from my drop spindles. And let's see. That's all the hand spun, or some of the hand spun. And these bins are all from like Target. And this is more commercial yarn. Some of the more recent things that I've gotten, like the stuff that I got in Portland. These are from the meet and greet with the Knitmore girls. Some stainless steel wool in there, etc. Some of this you've seen before if you've watched previous episodes. And then, sorry, I hope the camera's not too shaky. I'm trying to not move it around too much. This is my Karen yarn. Yeah, this is just, I bought like a couple of colors because I wanted to make these baskets. Oh, this is before I knew what gauge was. And I was like, well, I'm going to get this yarn, and then I'm going to use these giant needle or a crochet hook, and then I'm going to make a basket. And then, as you can see, this is like, you know, pretty lightweight yarn, but I had like a size Q crochet hook, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So these are all kind of the same. I think there's some red heart in here too, but it's that soft acrylic yarn. So that's that little bin. Oh, okay, and then get to the bigger bins. Oh. And this is my fiber stash. This is most of it, I think, except for the loop bats that I just showed with the other bats, and then, oh my goodness, and then the fleece. But oh, there's going to be a lot of crinkling here, so I'll try not to move it around too much, but that's not too bad for fiber stash. I guess I also have that hand spun section, so that's trying to work my way through it without overflowing this bin. So I know if I buy more fiber and it doesn't fit in here, then I need to start spinning more. There's one more bin as everything has kind of fallen over, and that is, oh no. Okay, there we go. And that is more commercial yarn, and Will likes to keep his stuff in here too, so it's kind of everything. It's just our throw everything into the extra room. So there's some, I guess there's some more red heart in here. There's some Regia hiding underneath that Jiffy line brand yarn. Yeah, more commercial yarn. There's also some yarn that I got when I was in Boston, I think. And these are Swan Island. I need to make like a shawl out of this. Yeah, and oh yeah, there's more red heart hiding under there. See, I wanted to do this like as it was before cleaning up, but I probably should have cleaned up just a little bit, so I'm not crawling over the mess. There's some Cascade Magnum in here, and there's some Malabrigo hiding down there. Oh, and that's, I think that's Twinkle. Is this Twinkle? Yeah, that's from my friend's Twinkle thing that she made, and she didn't want it anymore, so now I have it. And yeah, that's it. You can see Regia hiding, some Lamb's Pride. Anyway, okay, so that's pretty much my stash. I also have some yarn from Miriam. She gave me some of her old stuff that I actually need to wash because I think it's covered in cat hair. And I'm usually allergic to cats, so I want to clean that before I use it so I don't sneeze the whole time. But yeah, that's kind of it. It's kind of organized, but kind of not organized. So what I want to do is try and organize it by weight, and maybe commercial or like maybe like big box brand versus commercial versus like indie dyer, or I guess, well, yeah, maybe not that. Maybe like big box brand like Red Heart versus anything that's like indie dyer or like yarn shop, smaller yarn shop stuff. And then hand spun, and then hopefully by weight a little bit too. I don't know if I have the bins to do that. I guess the hand spun is fine by, or not the hand spun, the fiber is fine where it is. I guess I have all my hand spun in one place. I think so. So it's just the rest of all the commercial yarn that I need to reorganize and try to get done by weight, because right now it's kind of random and all over the place. But so far, I have been able to find everything. So, because I have some stuff up on D-Stash, and every once in a while someone will send me a message, and then I'll be like, oh no, I have to find this now. But so far I haven't lost anything. Pretty sure. So that is my stash for Stash Flash. And yeah, I guess I don't really have any goal of when I want to organize it by. I'm thinking I might work on it today a little bit and see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching the little minisode, and I'm probably will put this up before, well, depending on when I record, I might put this up before or after my podcast this week. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon-ish. Okay, bye!